Have you ever wondered if working from home, that thing we all wished for, is actually destroying the very cities, communities, and even the motivation we once thrived on? Well, it might be. Remote work exploded during the pandemic. For millions of IT professionals, it felt like liberation. Finally, no traffic jams, no endless meetings, no forced office chatter. But as the dust settled, something deeper began to surface. Our cities started changing. Office clusters went quiet. Cafes that once buzzed with startup ideas began shutting down. Municipal tax revenues fell. And most importantly, our sense of connection, that invisible energy that cities once gave us, started fading away. What we're witnessing is the slow erosion of what economists call agglomeration benefits. In simple words, cities were productive because they brought people, ideas, and opportunities together. Remote work breaks that circle. At the individual level, something equally strange happened. Productivity initially went up. People felt in control. But as time passed, the line between home and work disappeared. Emails at midnight, meetings that never end, and a strange new phenomenon, what researchers now call the infinite workday. Instead of feeling free, many remote workers began feeling trapped. Inside their own homes. No commute, but also no closure. No colleagues, but also no camaraderie. Burnout quietly replaced busyness. Here's where it gets even more fascinating and a bit psychological. Experts studying human motivation discovered that performance isn't driven by pressure or paychecks, but by three deep emotional motives: play, purpose, and potential. Play, enjoying the work itself. Purpose, believing the outcome of your work matters. Potential, seeing how your work connects to your growth. But in most remote setups, these are replaced by what's called coercive motives: guilt, pressure, and fear of underperforming. When that happens, creativity dies. People stop experimenting. They start checking boxes instead of solving problems. The truth is, remote work didn't cause burnout, bad systems did. While individuals struggled, cities began to panic. For decades, economic growth came from clustering, tech parks, financial hubs, startup ecosystems. But now, firms don't need to co-locate. If cities don't adapt, they risk the fate of New York's garment industry, once thriving, later subsidized into decay because leaders refused to pivot. We're in a similar moment now. Municipalities are still trying to revive old clusters instead of designing new ones fit for the hybrid era. Cities that support co-working neighborhoods, affordable housing, and green digital infrastructure. In India, this transformation is just beginning. Smaller cities like Visakhapatnam, Kochi, and Coimbatore could rise if they reimagine themselves for the work from anywhere generation. So, where do we go from here? The answer isn't going fully remote or fully back to office. It's about hybrid balance and motivational redesign. For companies, that means creating genuine autonomy, not abandonment, building psychological safety, where mistakes aren't punished but learned from, encouraging real apprenticeship, learning through collaboration, not isolation. For individuals, it means setting boundaries, create a workspace, not a work life blur, take breaks that feed your curiosity, and most importantly, reconnect with people, not just pixels. Remote work gave us flexibility, but it also asked a difficult question: what do we truly value, convenience or connection? Because cities, companies, and our own sense of purpose were all built on human contact. And maybe the future of work isn't about where we work, it's about how we stay human while working. If this made you think differently about remote work, share this video. Someone on your team probably needs to hear it. And remember, freedom means nothing without balance. Remote work isn't the enemy, disconnection is. To sustain the future of work, we must rebuild motivation, community, and purpose wherever we are.
This information is brought to you by Ramakrishna Surathu, author of the book You Are God, founder, developer, and chief executive officer of the self sustainable city